Now, it is being dubbed the nicest job in Britain. A year on a generous salary spent travelling around the UK, helping 40 different charities with everything from marketing to fundraising. Thousands of people entered a competition to win the job, and now 8 finalists, X Factor style, are anxiously waiting to find out if they will be hired. We're going to talk to one of them in a moment. But before that, let's just ask the question, are people becoming tired of charity campaigns? Is it harder ever than before to raise money? Those are the issues that we should be discussing now, perhaps with Sarah Atkinson, Director of Policy and Communication at the UK Charity Commission, and also alongside Sarah, one of the finalists for that job, Natalie Harrison, a former nurse who has most recently been fundraising to support refugees in Greece and France. Natalie, if I can start with you, I mean, this is a British competition. It's a year, I think it's about $45,000 a year to help charities. What have you done in the past few years to make you think you're eligible for this, and what difference could you make?
From a hands-on point of view, my own experiences as a nurse and seeing exactly where charities bridge the gap in services, where it's needed the most for the most vulnerable, and from being a volunteer, hands-on, everything from packing boxes to ship containers of aid out to Syria to actually physically going out and providing nursing care in both the jungle in Cali, the refugee camp, and I also went out to Lesvos and did the same there.
OK, so you've had hands-on experience there, and you'll be able to publicise that. But Sarah, when it comes to persuading people to give, what works, what doesn't work?
The key things the public is looking for is a connection with a charity, perhaps a personal involvement, or being able to really see where the money is going and that it's making a difference. So what Natalie's talked about there, that direct connection, that's really important to the public in this country. And
so often charities work alongside media organisations. You know, when we go out to disaster zones and do reports, say, on young children being affected, is that the emotive pull as well, Natalie, do you think?
Definitely. I think it provides a transparency. I think if you can see what's being physically done, and you can see where the money is going and the difference it's actually making in their lives, it gains public trust. You know, they actually feel that they're making a difference because they can see where what they have donated is actually.
And Sarah, you were talking about that personal connection, because you know, people, all of us, are being asked all the time to donate. Is it the smaller charities, perhaps sometimes, which get more help because people have had a relative or a friend who has died or been treated for some particular condition?
We talk to the public at the Charity Commission every other year about what makes them trust a charity, and absolutely one of the key drivers is I feel a connection, someone I know or I personally have been connected with the organisation, it works in my community. So small charities have that ability to make that direct connection.
But are people also concerned about the amount of money spent within charities on their chief executives? It's often the staff who do it all as a volunteer, but the people running these charities, the professionals, end up being quite well rewarded, don't they?
One of the another key driver of public trust is knowing that a decent amount of money goes to the end cause. So the public recognises that some spending on the charity running itself properly is necessary, but they want to know a good amount is going to the end cause and it's making a difference. So
Natalie, so if you were to win this, what sort of marketing techniques would you use? I remember the water bucket campaign, wasn't it, where suddenly something went viral on social media, and that raised millions of people and generated a lot of cash. Well, I mean, let's just look at some pictures of that now, because, I mean, do you remember that? I mean, everyone in the world seemed to have know about it.
Well, I've kind of tried to use social media to our advantage, because I think it really is a major platform now. It helps you connect with people, and I've got one challenge that I kind of launched probably about a week ago, the Little Princess Selfie Challenge, and I'm asking people to take a picture with a crown on, nominate 10 people to do so, just donate £3 to the link and get this viral, because it's a small amount of money and it raises awareness of the cause as well. At the same time,
and this is what,
feel like
for children suffering from cancer?
Yeah, this is for the Little Princess Trust, who make real hair wigs for children who've lost their hair to cancer.
OK, and so you have to purchase hair from hair salons and things?
Well, they rely on hair donations, so that there are amazing people out there in the public that volunteer to get their hair cut off, and I have actually volunteered to do the same, and I'm being sponsored to cut my hair off and donate it to the charity. But there are many other people that have done the same for this incredible charity.
And Sarah, how cynical are people when it comes to these viral campaigns? I mean, the Water Bucket Challenge took off, but that seemed to be from somebody who just devised it as a sort of punter rather than organised by a sophisticated PR machine. I mean, and do people pick up on the difference?
They do, exactly so. Where these things have been successful, it's come from supporters, it's been supporter-led, and charities have recognised and supported and engaged with that. But I have known fundraisers who've been told, oh, we need our own Ice Bucket Challenge, and they've said we can't create this artificially. It has to come from the goodwill of the public responding to something, and we have to, as a charity, run with that and come in behind that.
All right, OK. Sarah, thank you very much. Natalie, best of luck. I think you've got an interview in a few hours' time to see if you secure that nicest job in Britain.